financial planning, why don't we see more Black women or Black people in particular, and Black people in general, finding and hiring a financial planner? Does that go back to the history and the family knowledge and that
Now,
kind of?
but here's the truth, and I do a lot of work with financial advisors. I've worked with very large financial institutions and actually training advisors because that's the world that I came out of. Right, I actually ran the West Coast and for a very large investment organization with hundreds of advisors. And here's the truth, and here's the hard truth: is there needs to be more. Women of color and people of color in the industry itself, right? Because if you've had no exposure to the industry, typically what you want to see is there's someone in there that looks like you, which oftentimes is why women of color are attracted to Wealthy You, because they see people like themselves. And so that is a function of the institutions themselves and their business model, right? The way the investment industry is set up is assets under management. And so if you're a first generation investor, typically the largest amount of your assets are going to be in a retirement plan, right? And so you're not bringing a lot of assets outside. And so it really limits the ability for financial advisors to get to that assets under management that is going to allow them to be successful in the industry itself.
Okay. So when you consider yourself a counselor, how much is psychology? I mean,
Oh, most of it is attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors. That's where we start. So in Wealthy You, where we would really start at is the mindset. We call it mindset, strategy, execution. And you can't have a strategy if you don't have the mindset and the beliefs that you can. So underneath that mindset, it's attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors. And so much of our thinking is integral to our own belief system. And so if you didn't see your parents invest, or if your parents were risk averse, or if maybe in the 2008 stock market crash saw your investments go down, you're very fearful, right? And so your belief then in your mindset, really it goes back fundamentally to that success roadmap that we were taught, career, job, pension, right? And so it's really helping people to understand that that's what we call the income mindset in Wealthy You. It's really making the shift to the wealth mindset and really understanding that you now have to be that pension that your parents had, you have to be able to create it. And the way you do that is through investing.